good, bro?
I want to tell China Mac something as whatever we would call a buddy buddy or a cutty wuddy type of shit. All right, China Mac, I see you doing all this tough guy shit. You know, I hear account all the time. Different Southsiders come by my cell, let me know, hey, Holmes, China Mac is he's doing the tough. Come to my cell, I'm drinking my coffee, and they're letting me know. I'm like, goddamn, cuz doing what? They doing tough guy shit. People are saying China Mac can't come back, 5 LA, this and that, Mr. Lovejoy, whatever. The bottom line is, China Mac, quit all that tough guy shit and just be the buddy whether you are. You have nothing to prove to nobody. Adam 22 calls you out, having a man in a basement, whatever. Whatever happened with that situation, you clear that up with Adam and quit all the tough guy shit with everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? You're my buddy, you're a great friend of mine. I'll see you home in a few years, and whenever I come home, we'll continue to work, continue to feed the homeless, do great things. You're my homeboy in my King 5 biggest voice, but I want to let you know, quit all that tough guy shit. Just see the buddy you are, man. Hey, I want to see you do great things, seeing great movies, doing great movies with, helping the youth. You were helping me. I'm a lot younger than you. You were like helping a younger guy stay out of jail. Don't think you failed at what you were doing because I'm back in jail. You didn't fail. You helped me how you helped me, and I appreciate your help. But all that tough guy shit you're doing on the internet, you need to cut it out, hood. Hey, my buddy.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy NashUp, and welcome to COOLIN TV. Now, Crip Mac, he locked up, man. He in federal custody. He looking at about 15 years, man. So, prayers going up to Crip Mac. Free him for sure. All right, but he trying to send a message over to China Mac while he locked up. Crip Mac straight up said, all right, so Mexican gang members came in my cell while I'm drinking my coffee and told me that China Mac cannot come back to LA, all right? So he trying to send a message over to China Mac, man, just stop the tough guy shit. Stop beefing with everybody. Stop beefing with Adam 22 and just chill, bro. So he just trying to get him to chill, man. Probably go back to New York, where you originally from, or I don't know where China Mac from, somewhere in New York. I don't know exactly why they saying, he can't come back to LA. I don't know if he dissed a certain set or something like that. All right, but I know Adam 22 went off on China Mac. All right, he went all out because China Mac was saying all types of shit.
So there was this whole thing on the Whack and Adam podcast, the Adam and Whack show, where we talked about the Crip Mac thing, and I basically complained about the fact that China Mac had asked me to go to a bail hearing the day before. I said that I couldn't do it because I would have had to cancel 4 interviews, two of which had flown into town to do the interview. Yeah. I said, and I told China Mac at the time, give me a little bit more time, a little bit more notification. You as his manager should probably not be telling people like literally at 9 p.m. the night before about this sort of thing, right? And so me and Whack have this whole back and forth about it, and then China Mac, because he has absolutely nothing going on in his life, he's just like relentlessly clout chasing about this. He's doing a whole press tour, doing interviews, he's making multiple YouTube videos, trying to pay his rent. The whole thing is super fucking embarrassing because at the end of the day, I'm the person who actually has been paying Crip Mac for all these years. I'm the person who already had sent him money and put money on his books before any of this stupid fucking argument even popped off. China Mac is a person who literally his entire way of earning money up until the moment that Crip Mac got locked up was taking a percentage of the money that me and other people would give to Crip Mac. He's literally a leech who was just feeding off of the Crip Mac show. I'm the opposite. I'm somebody who was enriching him and giving him money, who was getting hit up by him constantly to do business, to do content, whatever. Anyway, China Mac likes to put himself out there as if he's this really real person. So let's talk about why China Mac's relationship with Vlad TV went sour. So people will remember that China Mac was essentially a nobody. He was just some guy who was in prison up until the point that he did a Vlad TV interview, and he went viral the first time he did it. Vlad brought him back a whole bunch of different times. And so the most recent time, I think it was about 1.5 years ago, that China Mac appeared on Vlad TV. I watched a few of the clips, and I noticed today when I was searching on YouTube that a lot of them have like 600,000-700,000 views, right? And the gist of that interview is that he went on there and he told Vlad all about his fight with AD. And I'm sorry to AD because I don't want to throw AD in this. Me and AD are maybe allegedly on better terms than we were a few weeks ago. But unfortunately, AD is going to essentially have to catch some strays as a result of this. So I get done watching some of the interview clips. And it's just hilarious to me because he's sitting there stone-faced lying to Vlad. And Vlad is heaping praise upon him and telling China Mac how he thinks it's so mannish and grown up that China Mac was willing to go and shoot the fade with AD in a parking lot and that the video never came out and how much he respected it. I assume that you guys probably know where this is going.
I know exactly.
Obviously, this fight was not real. And anyone who was in the No Jumper group chat at the time can confirm. And nobody's going to go on record and say that that shit was real because we all know that it was fake. I text Vlad after the fucking final clip rolls, and I say to Vlad, I'm like, Vlad, I can't believe you let this motherfucker go up there and lie to you like that. Boom, Vlad calls me. Vlad says, what are you talking about? And he like doesn't want to believe it because Vlad, you know, he does these interviews, he does this content, and he doesn't really feel like people are so sinister that they're gonna go on there and just lie and troll to his face. And I know for a fact that Vlad doesn't appreciate that shit. So Vlad starts asking all these questions. I explained to him how the whole thing was a work, and Vlad is fucking pissed. And I didn't find this out until much, much later, but Vlad instantly, as soon as we get off the phone, calls China Mac and confronts him about it because he's fucking pissed off that China Mac went on there and just basically fed a whole story to him. So what I actually need the people out there to do is to go and watch those interview clips in which China Mac is sitting there just blatantly lying and accepting praise for a fake fight that was a total fucking skit. And I feel like a lot of those clips are going to be seen in a completely different light at this point. But that shit happened, and as a result, you haven't seen China Mac anywhere near the Vlad platform ever since, right? So I say all that to say that right now, I am being attacked by someone, and it's always this weird asymmetry when you're getting attacked by somebody who knows everything about you because they're a religious watcher of your content versus me, where I have almost nothing to say about him because I've never really watched any serious amount of China Mac content. Like all I know is the information that I've sort of fallen ass backwards into obtaining. But this is a guy who's out here acting like he's the real, like he's a gangster, like he did all this prison time and he's so tough and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, you faked a fucking fight and you dragged real LA gang members into it. And countless people out there have made YouTube content where they basically attempted to, comment on this and praise how manly it was for him to do this sort of thing and to shoot the fade and not have a video come out of it or whatever. I say all that to say, this is the thirstiest dude in the history of communication on the internet. And it gets worse because literally yesterday, do you remember this girl, Ava, this trans girl, Flacco, who was on Speed Stream? She was on Aiden Ross, etc. Yeah. This is mind-blowing, and you guys are all going to get to see this when it comes out of the clip in a couple weeks or a week or whatever. I'm sitting there talking to her, and she's talking about something about, people talking shit or people trolling you online. And I just say, yeah, I've been dealing with it today. I got some fucking idiot just trolling the shit out of me or whatever. And she immediately goes, China Mac. And I'm like, oh, she saw it on my story earlier today, whatever. She reveals that right before China Mac started managing Crip Mac, China Mac was trying to start an all trans record label. This is a real thing that she told me. His big plan for how he was going to profit off the culture before the Crip Mac thing, which he ended up resorting to, was to start a trans record label.
TS Records is crazy.
I'm just saying, this is the level of desperation that is oozing out of the shiny-faced pores of somebody like China Mac. It's just fucking sad and it's desperate. And now you have somebody like me who really has actually invested a lot of money into Crip Mac and has done everything possible for him for all these years. Where did China Mac go? As soon as Crip Mac caught this case, China Mac was out of here. He has no reason to be in California. He fled back to the East Coast as soon as Crip Mac caught this case. And now he's out here virtue signaling and trying to act like he's ever done something for Crip Mac. You have never done anything for Crip Mac aside from stand next to him in some fucking vlogs, which, by the way, My boy Remo is the one who thought up the concepts for every single episode of Mac Ventures, and he's not involved anymore because, once again, China Mac is a scammer and didn't ever pay him the money that he was supposed to get paid, which was also the story that Ava, the trans girl from the China Mac record label, told me, is that part of the reason why her relationship fell out with China Mac was because of the fact that he didn't pay the video director and all these other people that were doing business for this trans woman. So I say all that to say, dude is a scammer, dude is a fake gangster, and dude is virtue signaling off of claiming to have helped Crip Mac when in reality, he never did anything for him besides take his 20% and keep it moving. And he wasn't even able to get Crip Mac move it in such a way that he wouldn't end up back in federal prison, because as we all know, he has now caught a case as a result of the fact that China Mac and other people in his life were not around. And keep in mind too that China Mac and Crip Mac had a huge falling out like 2 weeks before he got arrested, which is why China Mac took such offense to it when I put out that clip of Crip Mac talking about them falling out or whatever. The whole thing, the reason why he didn't like that being exposed to the people was because of the fact that that was a real thing, that they actually were beefing, and the only reason why they're back on good terms now is because of the fact that Crip Mac got locked up and Crip Mac needs all the help he could get. Crip Mac was completely ready to leave China Mac in the past. And when you look at a lot of the other people like Lupe, who I'm going to have on the podcast tomorrow so we can talk more about this, none of these people think that China Mac has actually been a good or positive influence in Crip Mac's lifestyle. He's just another leech that came along and tried to get something out of Crip Mac. And now, as impossible as it is to believe, he's on my ass because he's trying to project away the fact that I'm someone who actually has done things for Crip Mac and helped him and tried to work with him and tried to put him into better situations, not just taking from him like you, China Mac, you fucking villain. So I just wanted to come on here to make that perfectly clear and to expose the fact that China Mac lied about this infamous fight and then went on Vlad TV as well as many other podcasts. And I really need help from the community of going back and finding these clips and clipping them, because this is some of the funniest shit that has ever happened. Just the fact that he's so addicted to clout that he was willing to make up this bizarre narrative like that.
So there y'all have it, man. The 22ster was not playing with China Mac. And this is why Crip Mac saying, hey, man, just chill with the tough guy stuff. Stop beefing with Adam 22. Just chill. All right, all he got to do is chill. They already saying he can't come back to LA. All right, you don't want that. I suggest China Mac, just relax, man. Stop playing tough guy. You don't got to prove nothing. Just like Crip Mac said, you don't got to prove nothing to nobody how tough you is, man. Just chill and you'll be straight. All right, but y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole thing, man. Let me know in the comment box down below. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at official NashUp. Make sure you got these notifications turned on, and I'm gonna catch you in that next video. Peace out.